Okay, and one more video, this one kind of going over some more of the Lab 4, specifically looking at the abdomen and lower legs. So there was some confusion for sure around the arteries and veins going to the legs and the pelvis. So let's start with looking at our abdominal aorta. So in the abdomen, right, we looked at the aorta as it fed the head and the neck, the arms. That aorta will go around, it will start to descend, it'll cross under the diaphragm right here, and it becomes your abdominal aorta. It has vessels like your celiac trunk, the mesenteric arteries to be able to feed the intestines, the liver, the spleen, right? You have the splenic artery, the hepatic arteries. You have your renal arteries as well, branching off of there. Some more mesenteric arteries coming off of here, the inferior mesenteric vein or artery. All of those things, again, just feeding the abdominal organs. And that's important to note that off of the abdominal aorta, you have vessels that feed your digestive organs, your abdominal organs. If we want to go into the reproductive organs, the urinary, the lower urinary tract, as well as the legs, then the aorta has to split. And so here you can see how the abdominal aorta splits into the common iliac artery. And we're going to remember that because I'm going to have to switch to a different view and you're not going to be able to see this. We're going to see the common iliac artery. And so let's follow that down. So from here, we're going to jump into the pelvis. Okay, and we can see the very tip of that common iliac artery. So the abdominal aorta split. The abdominal aorta had all of its branches to feed the intestines. And then to get into the reproductive and the legs, the abdominal aorta splits into the left common iliac. I'll highlight the right common very quickly. You can see it there. But the left common iliac, as we can see, is going to split again. This one back here that's going more posterior, that's your internal iliac. Okay, this is going to reproductive organs and your lower urinary tract. And then we have the external iliac. That's right beside it. This is going to the legs. So common iliac is true for the right side and left side. The common iliac artery splits into the external iliac artery to go down to the legs, and the internal iliac artery for reproductive urinary organs. It's the reverse coming back. The internal iliac vein, so now we're looking over on this side, the internal iliac vein, it's this really kind of thin one right there, is going to join with your external iliac vein. You can see those two coming together into your common iliac vein. The right and left common iliac veins join into the inferior vena cava. So it's a little bit more simple than the arches going to the head and the neck and the arms. There is this pattern to it, so learn these things, kind of chunk this information together. You have, for both arteries and veins, common iliac artery and vein is going to be either joining, if it's the vein, or splitting, if it's the artery, into your internal, external vasculature, your vessels. All right, I hope that helps clear things up.